You are welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to this channel before we go. This stream you are watching, look at the right hand side, down side. You will see where the right SUB subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. When you have subscribed, it means you have gotten the access to see all my YouTube videos. At the same time, my new notifications. As soon as I release my video into my YouTube channel, you will be the number one to see the video. Thank you. Yeah, this is a tutorial on how to show you how to use super hard manual sharpening stone for many clipper blades. Yeah, as a learner, you have to be practicing one by one, little by little, one step before the other. When you are using one blade to sharpen and you are getting it right little by little, you are using two to sharpen, you are getting it right little by little. Then you have to practice like 10 blades at a time, 7 blades at a time. Then you know the logics to be sharpening them. This is this tutorial, this is what it's based on. I will show you the tricks you can use in sharpening many type of clipper blades. Yeah. When you arrange your blades down, number one thing, you put upper blade by the bottom blade. You let a set stand separate. You let them stand set separate to each other. When you allow them to stand separate, then step by step, you will be picking the upper blade number 1, upper blade number 2, you sharpen it, you return it. You sharpen upper blade number 2, you return it. You sharpen upper blade number 3, you return it till the end of the last upper blade. After that one, the first one you have sharpened, you have to come back into it again to pick the bottom blade. You pick the bottom blade of it, you continue sharpening. After you sharpen it finish, after you finish sharpening it, you drop it by the side of the upper blade. You pick the number 2 that you have sharpened the upper blade to, you now pick the bottom blade, you sharpen it. When you sharpen it finish, you put it down by the upper side, making set number 2. You pick set number 3. You started sharpening it again. After you finish that sharpening of the bottom clipper, set of clipper number 3, then you put it down. Then you pick number 4. That is how you continue doing it. Little by little, small by small, till you get to the end, the last one. After you reach the last one, you can now test. Yeah. This set of clipper blade you are seeing now, it is owned by 3 customers. This 6 by the left hand side. This 6 arranged upper and bottom down, 6 by the down part of it is owned by a customer. Then when you look up, by the left side, the one is set by the left hand side, owned by another person, making 2. Then the 2 by the right hand side, upper side, near the stone, owned by somebody. But the person who owns that 2, the last one I've just mentioned, are those 2 by the right hand side, upper side of the right hand side. The person is in hurry. So he has taken permission from the others that they should allow me to sharpen the clipper blade for them. But I cannot just do it that way. I have to technically start. So I started the upper blade. Can you see? I first sharpened the upper blade, finish. Then after, and I use systematically to sharpen, to complete sharpen for that number 3. The person that gets the set of that 2 sets at the top of the super hard manual sharpening, so I'm using to sharpen. So I systematically finished the 2. I hand over it to him. I tested it, I hand over to him. He went out. Then after I finished for that one at the upper side by the left hand side, I finished for that one to give it to the person. That one comes single set. I'm very sorry. I gave it to him. Now remain for this 6 set of clipper blade. And now finished. It was that one I did last. Yeah. After that one, before that, people still carry their own cup. But this is the one in this video now. Though the step by step I'm using to sharpen them, you follow it up. You see, when you have like 3 or 4 set of clipper blade to sharpen, you first sharpen the top blade first. Yeah, when you first sharpen all top blades finish, then you now pick the bottom one little by little. Then if you want to start again with the bottom blade, you start with the soft blade. Yeah, so that will make your work faster. After now, you now come to all these stronger blades. You do them last. That is it. Then after you do them finish, you test. You test. You use freehand testing styling to test if they are not too much in hurry. If they are in hurry, so far you are sure of the work you have done for them, they will take it away and go and run it in their own shop, in their own barbing shop, or at home or at office. They will go and do the rest in there. Then they will test it. By the grace of God, it will work. That is how you continue doing your work. As I've said earlier, you don't need to relent. Practicing all the time. Practicing upon practicing. That is the major thing you need. Yeah. You practice always. Don't mind of saying you did not get it. Continue practicing. Buy like 20 set of clipper blades. Teach a set, 20 sets. You now pick one. Be using that one to practice. When you practice, you test. You practice, you test. You sharpen it, you test. You sharpen it, you test. Continue like that till you use that one finish. Till you sharpen it, finish, everything level up. That is how they used to practice. Don't just be sharpening different. No, pick one blade first. For the first time you pick one blade, you follow the normal process I'm using to sharpen my own. You follow my tutorials. You study them very well the way I used to do. Then you follow it up. So when you are now testing, sharpening, practicing for a set of clipper blade, you sharpen the upper one now, you sharpen the first side, you sharpen the second side, you check it, you put it down. You sharpen for the bottom blade, you sharpen the first side, you sharpen the second side. You know that is a set now. After the sharpening, you now use freehand testing styling to test. You test it, then you know you have newly started. By this time, you don't need to be hurry of saying it must be sharpened correctly. Yeah, you will be sharpening the clipper blades. As you are sharpening, you will be testing. Then it will be giving you some signs. Then you now test with your clipper. When it doesn't work, the sign it give you, you draw it down. You draw the diagram down. When you use freehand testing styling method to test before putting it into the clipper one, then you look where the carbon is. Then you now draw the diagram of the upper blade, the inner part of it. The diagram, you draw it. Then you draw the diagram of the bottom clipper blade. You now circle where that black carbon is in the diagram to represent it on the diagram. Exactly when you, after testing the upper and the bottom blade with freehand testing styling method, with testing the work you have done on it. When you test, then you now see where the carbon is. Maybe the carbon did not cover the whole surface. Anywhere the carbon, you now locate it on the diagram. You draw it there. You shade it. You shade it. For the upper blade, you shade it. For the bottom blade, you shade it. Then you now look for my WhatsApp number. Subscribe to my channel. Go to my homepage. You will see my WhatsApp number there. You now send this thing to me on WhatsApp. The error you have seen there, the sign you have seen, you now send it to me on WhatsApp. You snap the blade completely with that sign. Then you draw the diagram, you snap it. That is two things again. You snap for number one, you snap for upper blade, you snap for bottom blade. Then bottom blade diagram, the inner surface of it, where you have painted where the carbon is, where you put that, where you represent those signs on it. You snap it, then you snap the bottom blade clipper set 2, then you snap the 4, you snap it to me. You snap it to me on WhatsApp, then I will now check it. And I'll be helping you. And I'll be directing you, say, this time you have, this thing you have discovered now, it means this is the way you place your hand. This is the way you're supposed to place your hand. You have done mistaken placing of your thumb, I will now be correcting you. And if I thought the stone has a problem, I will be able to tell you that this fault is from the stone. Try to do this to your stone. Try to do that to your stone. Try to do it in this way, in that way. I will not be directing you. As you are following up the direction, you are getting it right. When you continue sharpening, you will see that the first time you sharpen, maybe you get like 4 errors. The second, you continue sharpening before 2 or 3 days. Now the error will be reducing from 4 to 3. 3 errors. You continue practicing again from 3 errors to 2 errors. You continue sharpening from 2 errors to 1 error. You continue practicing before you realize when you now sharpen, you will see that you may likely to get one now. When you test, maybe one side is working right, or one side of the clipper teeth is working right, the other side is not working right. I will now tell you where the mistake comes. That is how to learn. I will now tell you where your mistake is. Whether it is the number of counting, when you are moving to and fro in counting sharpening, maybe the number is not rich, one is bigger than the other. I will now tell you. Maybe the pressure you use in one side is too much than the other side. I will now tell you. Do you understand me now? That is the way to learn. You will know this thing through the mistake you are making. But when you are trying to avoid mistake, you cannot learn. When you are trying to avoid mistakes, you cannot learn. When you are trying to avoid mistakes, you cannot gain any experience, knowledge. It is through the mistakes you are making, I will be correcting you. Through the mistake, I will be correcting you. Through the mistakes, I will be correcting you. Through the mistakes, I will be correcting you. You continue making this mistake, different type of mistakes. When you test them finish, you draw the diagram or you snap it, you snap the picture, then you draw the diagram, you shade it, you locate it on the diagram, the inner part of the upper blade, the inner part of the bottom blade. You now locate it and shade it. You now snap the 4 pictures to me for the upper blade, for the bottom blade. You snap the picture to me on WhatsApp. I will put my WhatsApp number on the screen. You snap it to me, then I'll now be directing you. I will now be telling you, say, do this, do that. Do this, do that. This thing you are doing is too much, reduce it. This one you are doing at the other side is not much, add a little into it. That is how we will continue directing you. And so far you have full interest in knowing it. And you are taking to the correction, you are practicing according to the way your master says you practice or according to the tutorial you watch. So when you continue doing this, you continue practicing. It is that from that practicing you can become master. No need to tell you lies. There's no magic in this thing, and there is magic again. There's no magic, I always say it, and there is magic. There is no magic in it, and there is complete magic there. If you don't know it, and you did not follow my tutorials, and you did not follow my instructions, you may likely to be falling into errors. Before you know, this thing will tire you. But when you follow my tutorials, pick any of my film. I cannot prescribe anyone for you, all are good. Pick any of my sharpening tutorial video. You now watch it alone. Sit down alone and watch it from A to Z. You repeat it many times. You continue watching it often and often. When you finish, you restart it again. You finish, you restart it again. You now watch it carefully. You study the way I'm doing it. You study my movements. You study everything the way I'm doing it. From there, you'll be practicing on your own too. Anywhere you get confused. Anyhow you get confused. In any side or any angle, the doubting enter your mind. Then you now snap the picture or you explain it to me on WhatsApp. When you explain to me, you tell me this is what you are encountering, then I will now reply you back, telling you, giving you directive or correction on how you can do it. The mistake you have made, I will let you know first. The way you do this, this is where the mistake comes. I will first tell you that one. When you have know where the mistake comes, then this is how to correct it. Can you see? You first understand mistakes. Without doing mistake, you cannot know this sharpening. It is from your mistakes you will become a master. Try to take notes. When somebody is telling you that they will just teach you straightforward, you just understand it, it's a big lie. It is a big lie. Very, very big lies. This thing, you have to be making mistakes. Don't try to avoid mistakes. It is through this mistake I'll be correcting you. You see this when you after you have testing your sharpening finish, then you now detect some carbons in some corners. You now snap the picture, you show it to me. I will tell you where this mistake comes. How manage you are able to get that carbon by the side, by two sides of the clipper blade without seeing at the center. I will tell you where your mistake comes. That is number one. So when I tell you where your mistake comes, you have already know it. Then you find one book, you'll be writing it there, you'll be drawing the diagram. The mistake I said you made, you write it down. How to correct it, you write it down again. You now practice. Continue practicing. Continue practicing. Continuous practicing will make you to be falling in some errors. But once you continue practicing and you are obeying to the rules and regulations guiding the sharpening, can you see all these rules and regulations is number one. Putting the masking tape at the back of your blade to make your thumb hold it very well, to control it to anywhere you want to control it without falling out under your thumb. That is number one. Number two, spreading of the treatment to cover the whole surface of the super hard manner sharpener where you are sharpening. That is number two. Number three, the counting to and fro. You count for one side, have to be equally to the other side too. You take note again. Number four, the pressure you use for number one has to be the same equally with side number two. Continue like that. So this thing, when you are practicing, without practicing you cannot know it. You have to devote time on it. And don't be too much hurry. Don't be too much in haste. Yeah, you do it little by little, step by step, so that you can master the way you are doing it. When you do mistake, you can be able to know that when I correct you, oh, it is true. I press my thumb too much. You can be able to, when I say you should just press a little, you can be able to discover that the one you are pressing before is too much. Then you have to reduce it a little bit. You now practice again. So from there, you continue. From the mistakes you are making, that is where the master will come out. Yeah, that is where the master will come out. But once you are trying to avoid mistakes, no need to tell you, you can't know it. You have to be doing it, practicing, making mistakes. So once you continue making mistakes, I'll be very happy that you will know it. But once you continue practicing, continue making different type of mistakes, it is from this mistake, as I'll be correcting you now, you'll be getting it right. If it is from these mistakes, I will be correcting you, giving you directive. Do it like this, change your hand. You now change your hand, you practice again, you now get that one. You are now catching up. You're now catching up. So this thing you are doing, little by little, can you see the way I'm moving my hand? I'm doing all these things slowly for learners. That is why I say I will not be cutting my videos. I will not be re-editing my video again. Only thing I need is compression, just to compress it. And I'm looking for better camera. I need better camera so that this work you can be able to see the signs very well when I'm showing you my tutorial. Please, there's no need to hide myself. If I can get anybody that can help me with good camera. People are complaining about the camera I'm using. There's no money. People are complaining. Those my viewers are complaining that the camera quality is too low. It's too low. Say the tutorials I'm drawing has value. Has great value, but the camera I'm using, the strength is too low. It doesn't show it clearly for people to really understand, to see the surfaces. So, but know how. Let us continue managing. I know by the grace of God, a good Samaritan will come, will give me a better camera. Yeah, a good Samaritan will do that for me. I believe it. I need powerful camera, very, very powerful camera. It is powerful camera that can do this type of job so that the learners can really understand what I'm teaching them. Even the professionals who have interest can really see what is going on. They can be able to comment, then really understand the meaning of the tutorials we are doing. It can bring out all signs without being shaking hand here and there. Can you see? So we need to help ourselves. This tutorial now, we need to help ourselves. I need better camera. I'm telling the whole world. Yeah, I need your assistance. I need better camera for this job. I want people to gain this work throughout the world. The whole barbers, stylists, proprietors, barber customers, even those people that have clippers on their own, they can be able to benefit from these tutorials. Please, I'm begging you in the name of Almighty God, anybody with that can assist. Yeah, anybody that can assist to help. Yeah, I will put my WhatsApp number and call number on the screen. Anybody that need assistance from me pertaining to this sharpening, how to sharp, how to recognize original super admanner sharpening stone, how to sharpen the sharpening stone, etc., etc. And at the same time, anybody that have interest in giving me the helping hand, either to give me the camera, correct camera. Yeah, if you are in position to render assistance for me pertaining to the good camera, better camera that can do this work for me very fine, I will appreciate it. And at the same time, if you don't have the camera, you have the money to assist. Yeah, I will put my WhatsApp number so that you can contact me on WhatsApp. I don't want to put any account number on the screen. Yeah, I don't want to put any account number on the screen. So please, in the name of Almighty God, assist me so that this tutorial can be easy for everybody to understand and become a professional. Thank you. So let us continue with the job we are doing. So you need to follow this process very well. You need to follow it up. Yeah, as I'm saying, you try to study this tutorial very well. Try to take notes. You watch the way I'm doing it. You watch it very, very carefully. You watch it. Watch it very, very carefully. Because I have told you, the tutorials I'm doing now, I'm only doing it for the serious ones. Those who are ready to learn, who want to know the sharpening clipper blade by all means. Yeah, those are the type of people I'm doing my tutorials for. Not just casual people, just watch, reach half, you leave it. Practicing reach half, you leave it. No, I don't want all those ones. People that are serious, but later at the end of the day, they will call me and tell me that they are now sharpening clipper blade. And I thank God, many barbers are calling me. Yeah, many are calling me, giving glory to Almighty God. Say they are getting it little by little. They are getting it. Yeah, there's one person called me, say he can now sharp for his own. Though it used to take him a very long time before he can finish for one, but he thank God he's now sharpening clipper for his own barber shop now. So I really appreciate it. And I advise him to continue practicing. From this continuous practicing that will make him to become perfect well. He will later discover that the duration, the time he'll be using to sharpen one clipper now will be reducing. The more he's practicing little by little from time to time, almost every day by day, the time will be reducing to the extent of saying he can be sharpening under 3 minutes, 2 minutes. When it comes to that now, he can be calling people to come and sharp clipper blades from him. Can you see? So this thing is little by little. Don't rush yourself. First, know how to sharpen your own first. When you know how to sharpen your own clipper blade, you can do it perfectly, correctly, logically, technically, professionally okay. Yeah. Then you can invite people from outside. You can invite. So when you invite them, you'll be doing it little by little. From there, you become a real professional. So try to watch, continue watching. Continue watching. So try to follow me the way I'm doing it. Can you see? I first sharpen the top place. After I continue picking the bottom blade little by little and one by one, sharpening them little by little. I don't want to rush. For you to know the processes you can be taking to sharpen. And I don't want to be cutting this film anyhow. When I continue cutting, you may not understand many parts. Yeah, under 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the film has finished. No, it's not good in that way. You watch it and really understand the meaning of what I'm doing. You watch it and really understand the way you can do it yourself. You really watch this film and gain from there. Though the film is long, but don't bother. To gain is the most important thing. If I do a short video and you cannot be able to capture anything, it's not good. So let us make long video and gain from there. Once you watch it once, you gain once. Those are the areas. Yeah, you see at time when you are sharpening all this hard blade like Kiki or some other blade too, I mean the bottom clipper blade, it used to remove masking tape at times like 2-3 times before you finish one. So all those things you will see it here. You will know that some blade when you are sharpening and the sellotape gets soaked, removed by itself, you will not know that it's not a mistake. It's a necessary thing that must be happened. Yeah, it's a necessary thing that must be happened. Then you know the way to put it in order again. Those things will not be new to you. So try to watch the film. You watch my tutorials very well. Yeah, let us continue watching and really understand what I'm doing. Yeah, continue watching. Yeah, continue watching, continue. One boy. Alaikum salam. Masa. Yes, sir. Any sort about? Nah. You're a party, say. Yeah. Any sort of. Ìyẹn tó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ pè yín tó kù nílé o. Ẹ kàn láìpẹ́ mọ̀ pé náà ni mo ní pípé wọ́ọ̀kì ń bí. Ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Ẹ tí mò ń sọ ni wípé tẹ bá pè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń fi pípé ní pípé á ń gbé àwọn fò. Gbígbé fò kébì ń wí bí sí mo lè máa bọ̀. Àwọn ènìyàn nígbà tẹ̀ ń ṣe ìdálọ́ nísìn kẹ́kẹ́ ní mọ́ pàtì. Kí n sáré lè ṣe kí ní yìí. Mo ń tọ́ bá dọ̀la èyí lè pọ̀. Lọ́kì yẹn lùgbà méèyàn wà ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn. Yeah, watch this side very well. This is the first sharpening for this side. Can you see the sharpening started from here? Check here like this. Then when you watch carefully, look at this area. Come to this side, come to this side, come to this side. Can you see that the sharpening cover the lightly part of the front, the back, the side, the center here, and the side? Now leaving the center black. Can you see this area is deeper? So sharpening remains here, and at the same time this side. Can you see it? Then I'm now going back to this side to clear this black portion. Let's go. Tẹ bá lọ ṣàdúrà fún ẹbí ẹ rìkọ́dù ẹgbẹ́ sórí YouTube àbí ó tún máa wò tó bá tún pẹ́. I've sharpened this side. So try to watch now. Look at this side. The sharpening starts from this side. Now covers here like this. Watch my pointer. Look at this area. Look at this area. So I've sharpened this one 3 rounds. From here to here, from here to here, 3 rounds. So don't forget, you have to sharpen this side, do 3 times. To and fro 20 times for number 1. To and fro 20 times for number 2. To and fro 20 times for number 3. So you still have to repeat the same process for here and here too. It will make the surface balance. Yeah, let's go into the final. I'm now going to touch this side. I'll first sharpen from here to here. 1 to 20, that's 2 and 4 20 times number 1. Then repeat number 2, repeat number 3. That number 3 will now make the surface level and equal to the left hand side. Let's go. Yeah, as I'm saying, this one is 2 and fro 20 times for number 1. Can you see how it is? It looks like now. They have to repeat number 2 now. I'll show you back again. Can you see now? I've sharpened for the second round now. It's now getting equivalent to this side. You look at this side now. You see the black portion here, black portion here. When I repeat the 3rd time now, the surface will now balance with this side. From here to here now, it's 3 times. From here to here now, it's 2 times now. I have to repeat the 3rd one, making the 3 times, making the level equal. Yeah, as I was saying, can you see now? When you look at the surface now, from here to here, I've sharpened it 3 times. Then from here to here, now I've sharpened it 3 times. Can you study now? Look at the small black area here now. Look at the small black area now, which means the sharpening remains here, remains here. The surface is balanced now. Going remain this portion, remain this portion. I have to repeat to and fro 20 times for here, to and fro 20 times for here to make this black area. It is a valley. These two valleys to disappear. Yeah, I position my hand number 1 here, here, 1, here, 2, here now, making 3. Let's go. Then number 2 here, that is 3. Yeah. Then I want to show you something before I round this thing off. This is the last blade I want to sharpen for this round now. Can you see how the surface is? When this is a follow come clipper blade, it has not been sharpened one. It was the company default. The one that have been there now, it was the company shaft, factory shaft. Then they now use it though. Look at how the face is. Look at the color of the inner surface of the front, the front part. Can you see that somehow black, dark, almost rhyme in the same uniform way? Can you see it? Which means the last sharpening was correct. Then I have now using it dull. Then I have to bring out the sharpening surface out again. This is fresh one. All these blades I'm sharpening are new ones. I'm just sharpening them for the first time. So I'm now showing, because the work is too plenty, I cannot be showing you initially. Now I want to be showing you. So this is a new clipper blade. Can you see? This is a very, very strong blade. This is best tapper, a basic tapper. This is basic tapper blade. Yeah, one of the most strongest blades so far in this world. Now I've told you in my last tutorial, I will not be using all these sorts of blades. If I thought I will use the blade, then the hard blade will be inside. At least now you can see that I've sharpened almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stronger blades, then 4 soft blades. Let's go. I'm starting from here or here. Let me start from here in this side. Yeah, I want to use this blade to show you the details of the work I've been doing so far. Can you see? When you watch carefully, look at this portion. Look at this area like this. The sharpening covers here. Watch carefully. It covers here. Watch it carefully. It's covered this portion. This is number 1 round, and then it covers here at the back. Can you see? I will now go here to clear this portion to make it equal to the other side here. That is where we are proving the talent, the knowledge you have in sharpening. Yeah, you should be able to know where exactly you want to work and know the way to move your hand to make the work happen in that exact position. Yeah, this is the place I want to sharpen now. Can you see? I place at the angle 45 degrees. I'm touching here now. I touch here for the first time. This is number 1. I touch here now. This is number 1 for the upper side. Here, let's go. That's the 2 and 4 20 times. That could not be the last one. I mean. So, can you see now? This is where a real professional is proving the talent. This is not a matter of prouding. We are talking about the real work, how to control your thumb, how to control your hand in order to get exact work you want the sharpening stone to do for you. I've sharpened here for the first time. Now I'm sharpening here now. Can you see the sharpening has covered the whole surface? But if you watch carefully, it remains here. Can you see? There remains little part here. I can see it properly. I don't know whether you can see it inside the camera. I remain this side and this side. Yeah. Let's go now. Yeah, I'm starting from here again. You know, I started from here, number 1. I started from here, number 2. Then I will now come here. This center here for number 2. The number 3 will not be there. Cancel. This is number 2 for here. See, this is the first position, this is the second position. Go inside, go inside, go inside. This one, go inside. Yeah, yeah, very good job. Now watch. That is why I'm telling you what auto machine can do. The automatic machine to sharpen clipper blade. At the same time, this manual, this one you are seeing can still perform better than automatic. If you have full experience in using the manual sharpening stone, original manual sharpening stone, you know the way to control your hand correctly, logically, professionally, technically, professionally, okay. Then for somebody who is using auto professionally, he knows everything, he or she knows everything about the auto. Can you see? But I'm now proving to people who used to say that people using manual sharpening stone cannot use this manual sharpening stone to sharpen clipper blade exactly like auto. You can try as auto, even better than the auto, depending on your knowledge, your idea on the sharpening, the way you can move your thumb. Can you see now? I've sharpened this one finished now. The sharpening started immediately after the 2 holes like this. It has covered up. Let me test it now. This is how to style. This is free hand testing styling method in my own studio. Free hand testing styling method. Free hand testing styling method. When I test this one, can you see the way I position my blade? You see the way I position the upper blade on top of the bottom blade. Then see the way I position it on top of the finger. See, I use these 2 fingers to block it. Then this thumb to control the movement from the left hand side to the right hand side, the right hand side to the left hand side. Can you see it now? You now run it well. You test it very well. Not until you mount your blade onto the engine before you can test and know whether your clipper blade is sharpening correctly. Before mounting it onto the engine, you have to use your hand to test. When you test, you can be able to get the part that is working fine, the part that is not sharpening correctly. And if I thought the whole mount is not sharpening correctly, you can be able to detect through that testing. But in my own side, I always be lucky. Lucky is always by my side. When I sharpen clipper blade, I test, it used to be good. All that is it, because when somebody get pattern, you get the road you are following. When you are sharpening, you get your own system, the pattern you are using. So once you get the pattern, once you are out of the road, that pattern will be taking you back into the road. You can't just be sharpening anyhow. You can't just lay your hand on sharpening anyhow. Yeah, I'm now proving to you that what auto machine can sharp, what auto machine can do, what a professional barber using auto to sharpen clipper blade can do, this stone can still do it better. I'm telling you, throughout the world, it can still do it better. This is the proving of the talent, not prouding, proving of the talent, showing the whole world that you have the talent in using one instrument. Yeah, auto is good. It's good. Sharpening stone is good. So depending on the way you know how to use your auto. If you are not perfect enough, you cannot use your auto well. If you are not perfect enough, you cannot use your manual sharpening stone well. All depends on skill. But my advice is that before you can be using auto, try to know how to use this manual sharpening stone very well before. Then maneuver your way into auto sharpener. You find everything easy. But when you are using auto all the time, unluckily the auto get fault, you cannot use the super hard manual sharpening stone. That is why we know the champion. That is where we know the champion. So what auto can do, manual sharpening stone can do it better, depending on your skill. We are not condemning anyone. All our barber instruments. We are not condemning anyone. We don't condemn any instrument. Auto is good. Super manual sharpening stone is good. But super hardened manual sharpening stone is very difficult to use, the auto. Yeah, it is very, very difficult to use. But when you follow the logics, you follow the techniques in sharpening the clipper blade, you get your own pattern. You find everything easy. You find it easy. So I'm now testing. Once I can test like this and I open the inside of the upper and the bottom blade, we now detect black carbon from the left hand side to the right hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side for the upper and the bottom blade, which means the clipper blade is sharpened correctly. And when you run it properly according to the way you're supposed to run it, you test it, it's going to work like new one, even better than the new one. I'm saying it. Continue practicing, make you a profession. Can you see? This is what they call a real professional. If you can sharpen your clipper blade and you can get this type of shine, the machine is going to work like new one, even better than the new one. I'm saying it. Thank you. Thank you all. Please subscribe to my channel, Master Babas Comedy TV. Subscribe for more videos.